Hello and welcome to the Bird's Nest. I'm Byrd, also known as the Mississippi Byrd, and I thought I'd take this opportunity to give you a little introduction about my life and talk and my platform for my podcast. I was born in Mississippi, and I am the fourth child of 8 children on my mother's side, and the third child of 5 children on my father's side. I spent 13 years in Mississippi, at which time I moved to Gary, Indiana. My family moved to Gary, Indiana, and looking for work in the steel mills. And I spent 4 years in Gary, graduating from high school in 1957. In 1957, I moved to Ann Arbor, Michigan, to live with my aunt and my oldest brother. I spent 2 years in Ann Arbor before joining the U.S. Navy. After I retired from the Navy in 1978 and immediately went to work at Newport News Shipbuilding in Newport News, Virginia as the crew training coordinator. After 3 years of working at Newport News Shipbuilding, I applied for and was accepted into civil service as an employee development specialist. I spent 19 years in civil service and retired in 2000. In 2007, after being told on many occasions by family members and friends about hearing my stories about growing up in the Jim Crow era, that I should write a book and share some of those stories. So I did. I wrote a book, The Mississippi Byrd, from rural Mississippi to urban Gary, Indiana, to suburban Ann Arbor, Michigan, and beyond. The Navy is the beyond. So I would hope that you would consider purchasing my book. It has some very interesting details in it. My first podcast, most of my information will come from my book, and I will also have interviews with others who may have grown up in the Jim Crow era or have had experiences with racism and discrimination that they want to share on the podcast. So my first experience that I want to share with my subscribers is my event that happened while I was in the U.S. Navy, discrimination and racism that happened while I was in the Navy that enhanced me. I didn't like it happening, but it enhanced my career and made me a very successful person career-wise. And so I want to share that story on the 25th of March, Thursday the 25th of March. So I do hope that you will be with me at that time. I look forward to hearing from you.